Hello, how you guys doing? James here. Hope you're doing well out there this afternoon. Well, I thought I'd make a video today on these relationships with women, and I'm gonna tell a personal story of what happened to one of my relatives recently. But let's go ahead.
Hotels. Staying in? Check out.
I'll come back to that.
And there's been some
I'll
times
come
when
back to that.
we really struggled.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys, many of you have emailed me about past relationships. You're divorced, you have an ex-wife or baby mama, and you really don't understand why she does the things that she does. You don't understand the mood swings of her. And I noticed one thing for sure. I was telling my mom this. There's one thing that I know that I never understand and I never try to understand. That is women. And I'm going to play this Tia Mowry happy birthday post. She's 46 years old. She just turned 46 years old. And I want to exactly explain why I don't understand a lot of ladies.
Hey guys, what's up? So, first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for all of your birthday wishes. Really, you guys have been there for me since the beginning of my career. So I just wanted to do a personal video just to say thank you. 46 years old. Cray. One thing that has changed, as you can see, is I'm wearing glasses, y'all. I cannot see without them. I wanted to share with you, or I wanted to answer some questions for you guys. So, first question is, what does turning 46 mean to me? I feel like I am in the third trimester of my life. 46 to me means staying present, but just learning more about my why. Why am I the way that I am? Why do I behave the way I behave? And also focusing on where I want to be and who I want to be. I think 46 for me is focusing on how my thoughts and my behaviors are in alignment, meaning whatever it is that I want for myself, whatever it is that I think of, I do. I speak in analogies, you guys, but I think there have been times in my life where I'm looking at myself in a mirror, right? And sometimes in that mirror, I'm further ahead, which is inspiration, right? Is what I inspire to be, or what I inspire to do. Where does Tia see herself? And then there are times where I see myself, behind myself, meaning I'm seeing myself in the past. But now, I feel like for the first time in a long time, you guys, I actually see myself right beside myself, meaning I am in alignment with myself, which, it feels good. 46 means peace to me. What advice would I give to my younger 36-year-old self? Let's see, where was I? Where was I when I was 36 years old? I think I can just focus on maybe where I was mentally. I think I would tell myself that it is okay to want more for yourself. It is okay to say no. It is okay to value what you desire. Value your self-worth. It is okay to not be perfect. It is okay to speak your truth. It is okay to be you. The advice that I have for people entering their 40s, let's see, really enjoy the ride. In your 40s, you start to really realize how short life is. Mainly because I think when you're in your 40s, you start to see loved ones leave you. The perspective that it gave me was how short life really is. Continue to walk with gratitude, right? Because wearing these glasses, having this gray hair, that is a privilege. That is a blessing to be able to be here and to get the opportunity to live. I feel like it is the biggest and best blessing. The advice that I would give is understand that change is constant. You're not going to be young forever. Know that change is okay. And also know that there are better things on the horizon. That life is really what you make of it. I think how I've changed from 45 to 46, another thing is I'm no longer a people pleaser. I feel like I used to feel like I had to say yes to everything, even though it wasn't something that I wanted to do. And it could be just like influences from society and the world. You should be this way, you should be that way, you should be this by this time. I feel like how I've changed is I am living my life now. I am living the life that I want to live for myself. Whatever decisions that I decide to do and make, I'm very mindful about it. Does that align with what I want for myself? Does that align with what I want for my future self? And then also I think the word for me is reciprocity. It's like I actually am worth reciprocity. And it doesn't matter where it is, whether it's in the workforce, whether that's in friendship, or whether that's in relationships. I am just looking for reciprocity, and it has been a game changer for me. I've definitely become an avid reader. I was not reading as many books as I was reading then. I can say I've read about 6 books in the past year and a half. So that's that. I'm enjoying this journey, and I really look forward to another year. I look forward to just amazing, beautiful, wonderful things happening, whether that's with my family, with my friends, with my career, just with life in general, and with you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for riding with me through thick and thin. Sometimes, things happen, and life is up, life is down at times, and that is okay. And I just really, really appreciate all of you guys for just sticking with me, and I love you. Mwah. Bye.
You guys heard that. Tia is 46 years old, and what I'm noticing is she doesn't really know what she wants. She's still trying to find herself at 46, and of course she's being what they would consider very positive and trying to find out what her goals are. She's tired of giving things. She wants more for herself. But Tia has revealed exactly why she's single and why she's going to be 47 and single. First of all, Tia Mowry is very confused about who she is as an individual, okay? Who she is, what are her real goals? She has no idea. So therefore, no man ever can come in and be a good partner for her because she doesn't know exactly what her goals are, who she is as an individual. At 46, she's very confused. And this is what the problem is for a lot of men, especially a lot of black men in relationships, trying to love somebody who they're everywhere. Their mood swings or their moods in general are everywhere. They're here, they're there, okay? So it makes it very difficult for a man to come in and say, I want to be a stable partner for you, when obviously you don't even know what you want. And the things that you want are really self-serving, which is what a lot of these ladies are talking about now. Lori Harvey, Tia Mowry, everything in life is about them, when life has always been about them. And unfortunately, life is about people, not you, okay? But second overall, what Tia Mowry has found out is that nobody wants to be with somebody like this. Everything is always about you. Everything is always about you. Everything is always about you. Unfortunately, Tia, maybe you didn't get the memo that you want what you want for yourself. Whatever that is, you seem to be confused with that. But it doesn't align next to a guy that wants to deal with all of the issues and problems that you present in a relationship. And you have all these people in the comment section bigging her up, but unfortunately, Tia doesn't want to have any relationship with any of her fans. They will see anything. The man that Tia would like to deal with or date has no time for somebody that's unstable like this. It's not even serious. So you're entering 46 years old, being single, And Tia will not retract this behavior. She will enter 47 years old being single, 48 years old being single. And this is going to be a lot of problems for people who value themselves for more than what people may actually see you in the market. And we got to understand something. The market wants what it wants, regardless of how you feel about yourself, regardless of who you think you are. That goes for men and women alike. You can feel like whoever you think you are, that you are the greatest catch in the world. You're special. And indeed, you very well may be special to yourself. You're special to somebody. And as an individual, you're living, so you are special. That is true. However, for those people...
Yo, you heard about this? You better stop scrolling. Trust me. There's a free $5,800 spending.
That is true. However, for those people who are not really kissing your behind like that, for somebody that looks at you for who you really truly are, you gotta perform. In Tia Mowry, every time, everything is I, me, I. And it's just a very selfish way to be in a relationship when you want a man that gives you everything. Listen to this. Remember that interview that she did with this guy? And listen to what she says. Listen to how selfish Tia is. Everything is I, me, right? But she wants a man to do this.
Let me ask you, Tia.
Okay, go ahead.
How hard is it in the dating world now?
Oh my God!
What is it like out there for a single
shot
woman?
of tequila? No,
I haven't been single for 5 years, so I don't know what this world is like out there. But I know, but from what I see and from what I hear, it is tough.
It is very tough. I will say I've only been in the dating world for, I'm going to say 3 months now, and it is exhausting.
It's exhausting.
I want to throw the towel in. I'm like, what is wrong with, you know? And I will say this.
Okay.
Someone had told me, and I wanted to be like, no, I disagree with you, and I don't want to believe it. They were like, because my last relationship when dating was, when I was, dating this person, it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was wonderful. There was courting that was, involved. And I was saying how I feel like that's no longer, present, meaning like people just don't court each other anymore. And this person was like, well, that's old news. Like people just don't do that anymore. There's just this whole new way of doing things. And I'm like, you mentioned tradition, and I think that's where it kind of needs to go back to, where, a man is courting a woman and showing her, how much he appreciates her and wants her and loves her or wants to be with her. And I feel like what's happening now, and again, I've only been in the world for a few months, is they have this mentality right off the bat that there is someone else. Do you know what I mean? Like there could be someone else.
That they're the prize?
Yes.
We talking deep here.
Yes.
We're about to get into it.
Oh my God, that the man is the prize.
The man is the prize.
Yes. I'm talking loud. Yes. That is so true. Like they've taken it off of
the woman.
And
if we read the scriptures, we look in the Bible, the man becomes more infatuated with himself.
That's right. She wants a man to court her. She wants a man to value her. She wants a man to do everything else. Tia Mowry doesn't do anything for anyone. No man, period. Tia Mowry doesn't do a damn thing. But she wants somebody to desire her. And so my question would be, for anybody who thinks like this, why would someone desire you? It's all about you. I'm sorry, I don't have time to worship you all day when you don't give me anything in return and you feel like you don't need to, because everything is about you. Tia Mowry is a very selfish lady. She might be very nice or nice appearing, but in a relationship with somebody who wants a partner that's going to contribute, that's not going to be her, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it won't be her. And we can call it whatever we want to call it and try to say that it is or what it is not, but that's the case. And you wonder why these black men are going to different places for some ladies. Like, you want a man to give you X, Y, and Z. What is your contribution, honey, to the relationship? What is your contribution? Relationships are hard work. Why is that the man in Black America is tasked with doing all of the courting, doing all of the great things, and then you turn around and you say, well, you're not serving me, and then when no one wants to deal with that attitude, it's the problem with the dating market. It's a blame on certain men in the community. and everything else. When at the end of it all, we're dealing with people who are self-aggrandizing in their behavior. And I get it. Listen, I know that men are servants to a certain degree. Men sacrifice for their ladies and their families. I get it. But damn it, where's y'all? Like, where are some of the sacrifices from these ladies? It's a whole new wave of ladies saying, you know, you need to go out there and live life for you on your own terms. And then you get discouraged when men are like, what? What do you mean? Like, oh, wait a minute. Like, you want me to invest into this sort of thing? Is that what you want? Guys are like,
Brooms loads a complete serving of fruits, veggies, adaptogens, vitamins, minerals, super mushrooms.
Y'all know the trend of going around when people are like, things that their exes did, they still stay. I feel like, don't exes worth the time. On his birthday one year, he told me that he wanted to be alone. So we lived together, so he booked me a hotel room, and it's like he was just gonna go out to dinner and spend the night alone. So I packed a little bag and went to the hotel room for a night, and the next morning when I called him, he said that he wasn't home, and that the place was a mess. And when I got home, there was condoms all over the place. And when I asked him why there were condoms everywhere, he told me that he had a threesome. On Christmas one year, we went to New York, and I was pregnant, and I was like extremely sick, and I had an ear infection. So the whole left side of my face was numb, and I couldn't hear on the whole left side of my face. So he woke up Christmas morning, and he just like left and went somewhere. And then I was texting him, asking him where he was at, and he told me he was out. And he broke up with me. He was like, I don't know why he just broke up with me. And was like, oh, it's not gonna work. And mind you, we lived in Atlanta, and we were all the way in New York. So we had to check out our hotel. And so I had to pack all of our suitcases by myself, pregnant and sick, and put them in the car, and he didn't even help me. And the fucking suitcases were heavy, y'all. And so I put the suitcases in the car. And I had a conversation with him. And mind you, we had to drive from New York to Atlanta, which is like a 15-hour or 12-hour drive, something like that. All I remember is I drove the entire way from New York to Atlanta while this man was in the passenger seat asleep. And when we got home, he got upset because I didn't want to have sex. And so the next morning, he woke up and told me that he didn't want to be together still, and that I needed to get my shit the fuck out. So I made my dad drive all the way from South Carolina to pick me up from Atlanta, and then I left the same day.
So fellas, these are the same women that will give you a hard time, tell you you need to pay for everything, pay for the babysitter, you need to take her to this type of restaurant, you need to do this, you need to jump through hoops, you need to pay for her hair, nails, will flake on you, and this is the type of men that she's dealing with. But she's going to give you a hard time. You hear this woman going as far as actually getting put out, going to get a hotel. He's saying he needs to be alone, and you're just like, okay, you need to be alone for your birthday. And he tells you that he had a menage because this dude obviously knows that he can do whatever, and he doesn't respect you. A man that does this just doesn't respect you. He can get over. I did a video recently, and on Facebook I posted it about the 19-year-old correctional officer who basically said that this jail inmate, this prison inmate, manipulated her. She's the one free on the outside. He's the one with the curfew. And women were like, you don't know, men are able to do these things and blah, 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 and it's not. And I'm just like, women will do everything except admit that they're gullible and they like this type of stuff. They'll be like, I don't like, who likes that, JR? A lot of women like it. And you see the second dude, and I'm assuming it's the second dude, while she's pregnant on Christmas Day, tells her, I don't want to be with you, makes her move the suitcase like, yeah, and probably calling her out her name. Yeah, you're going to drive all the way back, and I'm going to sleep while you drive the whole way back and tell you to get out and then want some buns because he don't respect you. And these women love these type of dudes. But like I said, she'll give you a hard time. She'll call you corny. Guys, the women will say, that's just a certain type of women, JR. No, it's most women. Most women are like her. This is crazy, guys. Let's get on to the next clip. Let's go.
this is not the same ex. Those first two were the same ex, but this is another ex. He gave me his phone one day to take pictures, and I was sitting in the car, and someone had called him, and the name was like a boy's name. So I answered the phone because it was a boy's name, and a girl answered the phone, and when she heard my voice, she hung up. And so when he got back in the car, I asked him who it was, and he said that it was his homeboy, and I told him that it was a girl that answered the phone, and he said that his homeboy's girlfriend probably called for him. So when we got home later that day, mind you, my birthday was the next day, he told me that we were going to go out for dinner the next day. So I needed to wake up early in the morning to go get my nails done and find an outfit to wear to dinner that night. So I did. I woke up that morning and got my nails done, and oh my god, and I got my hair done and all that. And while I was getting my hair and nails done, I tried to FaceTime him to show him, but he wouldn't answer the phone. So when I got home, I literally walked in on him and another girl sitting on our couch. When I tried to confront him, the girl started smart-mouthing me. So I started smart-mouthing her back, and I was trying to fight her because, but you're in my house. It sounds crazy to me. But I was trying to fight both of them. I was trying to fight him too. So this man puts me out of my own house and locks the fucking door. So I was stuck outside, and I had to call my mom. And so my mom came, and we all were beating on the door, and the neighbors came. The neighbors were wondering why we were making all that noise. So I told them that my boyfriend's in there with another girl. So my neighbor starts banging on the door with me and my mom, and so then the downstairs neighbor calls the police on us, and then it was a woman police. She came, so we told her what happened, and she was like, no, open this door, you have to open this door. And he's like, I'm not opening this door, because if I open the door, she's gonna try to fight her. And I'm just stuck in my head like, why are you worried about me fighting her? I'm your girlfriend, and it's my birthday. So I ended up fighting her, and I spent my birthday in jail. When I got home, and the next day after my mom got me out of jail, I told him to come get his stuff, and he pulled up with the same car.
So Buddy knew that he could get over on her. She goes on her birthday, gets her hair and nails done. He's up in the spot with another chick and letting the woman talk to her like this. He kicks her out her own place, and she has to call her parents or whatever to come over, and the cop tells her to open the door, and she still tries to fight. And I bet she still was in love with him more after that, because this is what women do, guys. Women love this type of fighting, carrying on, all the toxicity, the wondering, the emotional roller coaster. They love this type of stuff, and don't let them convince you otherwise. That's just how they are. I'm just keeping it funky with you. You guys know this as well, man. This is crazy. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about these clips. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Bride worship is something you gotta deal with. Look at this weed, man. Look at this. The divestment weed. This is nasty work. Very nasty work. Very nasty work. You know, when this story first broke, I did a video about this, right? But I want y'all to know how goofy they get for Brad. I want to show you how goofy they get for Brad. They get so goofy. Rachel Lindsay, right? She found out she was getting divorced via text. He finessed her. This is what you call Brad finessed her. He finessed her. Let me read to you what he did. This is crazy. Early this year, Bachelorette success story Rachel Lindsay and Brian Abasolo announced that they were getting divorced after 4 years of marriage and almost 7 years together. At the time, the split seemed amicable enough, with Abasolo writing in a now deleted Instagram post that the pair had made the difficult decision to part ways and start anew. Now, Lindsay says she learned about the divorce via text message the same day the news went public. In court filings obtained by People, Lindsay claims that Abasolo came over to her house on January 2nd, where they had a conversation in my kitchen during which he failed to mention that he had filed for divorce. She says that 30 minutes after he left, she received a text from Abasolo that read, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know that I officially filed." She replied, "Wait, what?" Per a screenshot included in the filing, the text came in at 11:43 a.m. That same day, Abasolo announced their divorce on Instagram. How? I'll tell you how. Dealing with these Keishas, right? They haven't been married that long, but, being with them is not. She made more money than him, right? She's an attorney. But being with them is not a peaceful situation. He realized that. Got tired of being in. But the thing is, he not only realized that, he said, "You know what? I'm not just leaving. I'm leaving with something. I'm leaving with some money." Let me tell you how this probably went down. The second year in the relationship, he probably already knew he didn't want to be there. But he pretended. He said, "You know what? I'm going to pretend because I'm leaving, but I'm going to leave with some money." He played the long game on Keisha. He played the long game. While Lindsay was aware that she and Abasolo were separated and would be headed toward divorce, she claims that she was shocked to learn the news that he had filed from a text message. In May, Abasolo requested emergency spousal support from Lindsay immediately. He like, all right, it's time to put the real plan in motion. As well as for her to pay at least $75,000 for his legal fees. Abasolo, who works as a chiropractor, explained that the couple was still living together and that while he wanted to move out, maintaining our standard of living is not financially feasible at this time. So he texted her and said that he was filing for a divorce, right? And then went on his way. Probably went shopping, probably went to the bar, who knows? Then came back, still living there. She didn't do anything about it. Let there have been a black man that did that and came back to live. She would have been calling the police on him, trying to get him kicked out, trying to get him removed from the premises. No, he was still there, and you better believe he was still taking on the Tizzy tour. He would take on the Tizzy tour, take her to Pound Town, and then tell her to sleep on the couch. Lindsay now says Abasolo has not been the easiest person to deal with in their divorce. I have tried to talk to Brian about the divorce in order to settle this matter swiftly and amicably, but he was not interested, she said in her filing. He informed me in no certain terms that everything must go through lawyers. See, she's trying to talk. He's done. He's not talking. He's not talking. He is not talking. I'm putting the plan in motion. I'm coming for those coins. Where is all you Keisha content creators? Where are all these Keisha content creators about this story, right? let it have been a black man that was doing this to her, his face would be plastered all over social media. His face would be plastered all over Instagram, Facebook, all over YouTube. Nothing. He has not made any effort, reasonable or not, to resolve this matter with me. If you were on Team Peter back in 2017, please be respectful and hold your tongue at the time. I don't know with that. But let me I don't know what the end was about. But let me read something to y'all. Let me read something to y'all, right? Yeah, he's not playing with her. Let me read something to you. These are, according to new legal docs, the Bachelor Nation personality and podcaster says, based on what they each bring per month, she should be cutting Brian Abasolo a monthly check of $9,882 in spousal support. In the docs, Rachel says she's bringing in $61,109 per month, and she calculated his gross monthly income at $13,413 from his work as a chiropractor. Excuse me. Rachel, who is also an attorney, previously revealed that they did not sign a prenup. I want y'all to understand this. This is what I mean by them being goofy, by her being goofy. This is a lawyer. This is an attorney that didn't sign a prenup. Let me repeat that again. Let me repeat that again, black men. This is an attorney. She's an attorney that didn't sign a prenup. No. Let me say this one more time, black men. She's an attorney that didn't sign a prenup. This is how much head over heels they are for Brad. That common sense just left the building as soon as she got with this Brad. She was willing to risk it all. She didn't care. Let this have been a black man. There would have been a prenup there. There would have been a backup prenup there. It would have been a backup for the backup prenup.
Days, he began feeling stronger and started losing fat he gained when recovering in the hospital. And after
One race you wouldn't date.
I'm not into black women.
Oh. Why is this always the answer? I need to know this right now. So you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it. You're conventionally a very pretty girl. It's just a preference. I actually tried to kind of see a black girl for a little bit, but I just couldn't, get into it. If a girl's half, it's different. But, a girl who's, fully black, for some reason, it's just...
So it's just like a preference of skin tone. So you don't like black people?
No, I love black people, but I'm just not attracted sexually to black women.
What's one race that you wouldn't date? Definitely Caucasian men.
Totally understand.
Bruh. That was pathetic.
Let's get into it. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Yo, I gotta say this real quick, man. Shout out to that brother for handling that the way he did, because what you're gonna see later on is a little bit, it's gonna be a little bit more humorous, because not all men are gonna be this is an example of women like to call humble, where you basically take their bullshit, but no matter how politely you say you wouldn't be into them, it's a problem. This is what I mean when I say women feel entitled to a man's attraction. It's so mind-boggling to me, man, because when you put it in reverse, women are like they're disgusted by it. But when it's the other way around, they seem to not think it's an issue.
like men are supposed to be okay with it. It's crazy. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it.
This the best looking guy on the island.
That time I tried to bag a white guy and got severely rejected.
You want to be my baby daddy?
Nope.
No, we don't care about Justin Bieber. We said, well, I mean, you want to be, where you from? Toronto. Oh, you're Canadian? Oh, no, I thought you was like French or something.
Oh my God.
Okay, make you my baby daddy. Forget it now. You want to be my baby daddy?
I'm Canadian, I'm Italian.
Oh, well, you want some black kids?
Beg your pardon? I beg your pardon? You want some black kids?
I guess not. He's dodging the question. I guess you don't want to be my baby daddy. No. It's a no. Oh, it's a no.
Oh, that's funny. And this is the same woman that was out in Jamaica over here saying these boys don't want a green card because they wouldn't eat her box. And this is also the same woman that was talking crazy on some other podcasts too. So I'm pretty sure y'all recognize her face. But I wanted to bring this to y'all attention because I kind of been sitting on this story for a minute as well. And it's basically the same thing, man. Now, obviously, this woman is mixed, but however, she was dealing with a white boy, and as you can see, it says when you've been driving for 10 hours straight and have 30 more hours left. So she left her where she was from to go stay with this white boy, and then he responds because she tried to make him look bad, as women always do. He responded and said, I'm only going to say all of this once since I didn't expect this to be brought to social media. I didn't break up with Jess because there was someone else. Nobody cheated on each other. I didn't date her for clout, money, etc. I didn't make her move across the country to be with me. There was reasons why she had at the time, but those reasons will remain undisclosed. I was taking things slow and steady, and then before I knew it, we lived together and we weren't ready for that. There have been moments where I tried to end things because I didn't want to lead her on, but I was convinced to stay, meaning she said something to make him say, okay, I'll try this with you. This happened multiple times. After each time I tried my best to make it work because I truly wanted it to work. So no, this didn't just happen out of nowhere. I also didn't make her drive 39 hours back. I asked her what her plan was because I was going to pay for her to ship her car back so she didn't have to drive. And she said her sister and fiance already on the way and landing in a few hours to drive with her back. She said that decision herself I offered, and I helped her pack her car. All I want is for us both to move on in peace, but it's very difficult when me and my family are getting death threats. Wow, every couple minutes because of a relationship didn't work out. Can we please all be mature about this? All this being said, Jess is an amazing girl, and it hurt me very bad to make this decision because I care about her deeply. I want what's best for her, and me sitting there and staying just to not hurt her. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. But see, this is what happens when they don't get their way. They go back into that victimhood and they weaponize it, and now you over here looking bad when she's the one who kept convincing you otherwise to try to make it work when you try to tell her like, look, this ain't gonna work. Crazy, man. You talk about dodging accountability. Let's keep it moving.
AARP can help keep you in shape today and razor sharp tomorrow.
Did you know this about Tesla Solar Roof?
This company is looking for homeowners to try out these brand new panels.
Let me start this video by saying I am being sincere. I genuinely want to know. I am making this video so I can gain an understanding. So no one can question black women.
No one can question black women.
no one can correct black women. No one can offer information and advice to black women. Nobody. And I know you're probably thinking, Ash, where are you going with this? This is not a question. I see so many women come onto this app, not all, but some, a lot to be honest, and say they're having a problem with something. And you will have people offer advice, and they will say, no, that's not it. People will make videos where they are blatantly wrong in what they did.
Yep.
And people will come and say, you're asking if you're right or wrong. We're here to tell you that you're wrong. No, I'm not.
Hold up.
You will have people that will make a video. Example, I'm never approached by men. What am I doing wrong? Well, maybe you're not approachable. No, you're wrong.
This is a very good question posed by this woman, because who can correct black women? It's not the black man, it's not the white man, and it's definitely not black women, but who?
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, click on that notification bell that will let you know every time I upload content. You know what we're gonna do.
Yep.
Roll that clip.
Help me to understand, who can say anything to black women? If black women can't critique and correct black women, black men cannot critique and correct black women, because you need to stay out of women's business. We know the counterparts can't say anything, which I understand. Who can? I'm just trying to figure this out, because no matter what content that I put out, it is always with the greatest of intent to help improve my community. Now, we may not always agree, and I respect that. But why is it that everything that I say is looked at as a negative? It's looked at as I'm being a pick-me. It's looked at like you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so when the black men come and say, hey ladies, y'all are saying that y'all are having problem with black men, here's why. No, it's not. Who can correct us?
We all know there's a reason for correction. Number one, black women choose the worst partners.
My boyfriend was with John for 7 years. We met 4 weeks ago, got married, moved in together, and we have a kid on the way. And we have a kid on the way.
That's so dumb. You are really dumb. For real. And we have a kid on the way.
Let's take him to get his first iPhone. He hasn't had an iPhone since the iPhone 6. Can you believe it?
Oh, I'm sure.
How do you feel that you got your first iPhone?
I feel like somebody's gonna try to rob me.
Boy, back up.
Stop. Babe, I literally want to go put this in the house before somebody comes.
Nobody wants your phone.
This is a brand new thing. I didn't even know. Hold on.
Everybody has iPhones. I gotta get on your back.
Come on.
Just to set up the ice. So we went over to Cold Stone to get some ice cream. I got a watermelon sorbet, and he got this cookie dough one, which was gross. I was so excited for his phone, and he really wasn't excited. He even put his ice cream on the counter, like you just know where he came from. Why would you put your ice cream on the counter?
So I can look at the phone.
This look, he dirty dog. Then I asked her about his ice cream. I'm okay lactose, so I won't keep trying to ease up on the dairy because I just don't want to be blowing the room up. But this phone was so fucking crispy. Look at it. You like it? And then we went to Target to do some shopping for the house. Ended up in Target because I need some oil, and now in Target.
They disrespect
as fuck. Go to Target and you don't get a snack while you're shopping.
Where's my snack?
Here, Beth.
I don't want this snack.
And then you don't get a snack. You should got your own snack. What'd you say?
I said you my snack.
But wait, there's more.
You a Stanley, babe.
Let me see.
Stanley.
This is a coffee cup. When I say Stanley, I mean the lid, the one with the straw.
But Stanley need to stop making so many damn cups. Baby, I've heard good things about this.
In jail? On the TV in prison?
But this isn't weed.
Honey, where'd you hear about this? On a commercial?
No, I heard about this from me. So look, pomegranate and tension.
Why are you yelling?
Number 10. Black women live in the land of make-believe.
The land of make-believe.
Number 3. Black women are a comeback.
What do you feel is a decent amount to spend on the first date?
Oh, I don't think it matters.
Welcome to the Reserve at Metamore.
Okay, let me cut it off here. Yeah, it's some interesting video on these women, but now you see why some men are staying single. I mean, just about watching those couple videos from the content creators. Yeah, I can see why some men choose just to stay alone, and even the woman. When another woman tries to be reasonable, you have, and it's a black woman, you have other black women that come for her head. That's just, wow. That's saying a whole lot. But it always come back to, it's the choice in life you make. And it's crazy. I mean, it's just so crazy. Anyway, so this happened to one of my relatives recently, and my sister told me this, that one of our relatives who is in an interracial relationship, been married for about 6-7 years, for some reason got a divorce. Here's the kicker part. They just bought a house and everything. And I don't know what happened. They got a kid together. Before she met him, she didn't have no kids. He had the kids. He had, I think, 3 daughters, 3 to 2 daughters and a son. And so when they got together, she was married to a ready-made family. And she has a degree from college. And she has a really good career. She's in real estate. But man, this was a shocker. It's like that she would post on her Facebook page, the loving, and when interracial relationship was first outlawed, and now it's like they were a good couple, man. It's like because before her father died, it's like they was kosher and everything. And the last time I seen her was the last time I seen her with him was at my sister's wedding, which was back in 2022. And it's like, man, so they was married for a good 6-7 years, and I don't know what happened, but that's something how that there are some black women like my cousin who have a degree, married a white man who had already had children, didn't have a child with him. Not just pick a man, not that his skin color had anything to do with it, but why do you pick a man? They already have children. Oh, but I wonder if that was a black man, would she have done the same thing if she was attracted to black? In fact, I think she did talk to a couple black men, but for some reason, she had a baby with the white man. But now they're no longer married, and they live in a good neighborhood up on the outskirts of Cleveland. But now they got to sell the house, and she got to move into a townhouse. So the reason why I brought this, that's why I played this video about women, I've seen it in my own family. I'm hearing about it in my own family. That's why I'm like, man, what the heck is going on with some of these women, the way they think when it comes to picking a particular mate. And like the one guy said, you can't tell them nothing. Some of these women, some of these black women, you can't tell them nothing. That's true. And they're just so stubborn. And they can't figure out in the future, them same ones that want to fight with men and other women to get them reasonable, they don't see themselves going to be single for a long time. Some of the women may not ever get another mate. Not because they can't, because they're unattractive or anything like that. It depends. But it's their mindset. That their mindset is not there. They're not, some of them ain't sure. Some of them are not mature. They really have and be a potential future wife. And a lot of them don't know how to love like a wife. A lot of them don't know how. So that's why certain women, they have children. They're not to your boyfriend, but they don't know how to be a wife. They don't know it calls love and doing something out of love, like taking care of your husband and taking care of your children and being supportive. Now that's become a chore now. And gripe and complain. But that's just something that women have been doing since the beginning of time. I don't know why it's such a big deal in this generation. And they wonder why. This is what men are looking at. And then men have more to invest in. Because if the men are coming with everything that you asking in the 60, 70 to almost 500,000 range, they're not going to put up with that stuff. And if one might think your attraction will hold them for so long, but your personality is going to outweigh it in the end. So it doesn't matter how much money you make or how smart you are. It's what do you have the wife quality? Do you know how to sacrifice and be a wife? And then are you mature enough to be a wife? Do you understand what it's like to be a woman? And sometimes when the going gets tough, you don't quit to run and run away. Do you know how to pick a husband that know what a husband look like? If a man's out there working, and he's doing his half, how are you going to show appreciation for him when he's doing everything he has? You know, he's showing responsibility, taking care of the bills and things. So then you hear some women will leave a good man and go chase after a man that ain't worth a darn. They go by his looks or whatever. He don't have no credentials or no goals. It's just the excitement, the toxicity. And see, this is what men looking at. Is this worth investing into? Mentally, emotionally, financially, to carry and share my resources with you. That's what men are basically saying. And that's why a lot of women, and I don't mean to pick on, well, because there's other women, it's not just black women, but black women, it's showing us a lot. It seems like it's showing a certain demographic of women doing this. I know white women, other women, a few other women doing this. But in any case, do you understand? Hold on. I'll see you guys later. I hope you like and subscribe. Take care.